Hi, good morning everybody. Myself, I am Ravi Kumar F. Padagli. I am here to deal with the chemistry concepts. First of all, you are all first year students. I am happily welcoming you for the Fatima PU College. Most of you from Kannada medium and some of you from Urdu medium. Irrespective of the language, how we have studied it in the high school, it's not bother because we are giving preference for the knowledge instead of language. So you already know what is chemistry, whichever we are dealing in the first PU or second PU. This already you are very much familiar about the chemistry. We are not dealing the new concept. Whichever you have studied it already, those things only we are studying here. So as soon as you are hearing the science, you know that the science is containing three parts. That is physics, chemistry, and biology. You are very much familiar about these parts in high school because in high school it's having the branches physics, chemistry, and biology. Similarly, in the PUC we are dividing the not physics and not only physics we are dividing and biology we are dividing as botany and zoology. This you know in the high school also. But in chemistry we are dividing that further into three parts. One is organic chemistry, and second one is inorganic chemistry, and third one is physical chemistry. So chemistry is nothing but which we are going to study only about the reactions. So here organic chemistry is nothing but it's the study of carbon and its compound. So organic chemistry is nothing but it's only about the study of carbon and its compound. Wherever we are observing the carbon, that carbon along with any of the compound, it may be oxygen, it may be hydrogen, it may be any other compound. If the carbon is present, that concept is regarding about the organic chemistry. So organic chemistry is nothing but it is the study of the compound which containing purely the carbon and apart from carbon, but it should be a presence of carbon. Next one is inorganic chemistry. Whereas inorganic chemistry is nothing but it is the study of elements other than the carbon atom. So other than the carbon atom is nothing but in high school level you are very much knowing about the charges, ionic compound. Even from the ninth you are studying. That is ionic compound, aluminum chloride, magnesium oxide, sodium chloride. These are whichever the elements apart from the carbon. If carbons are not there, apart from the carbon, we are calling these elements as a ionic compound. If the ionic compounds study is called as inorganic chemistry. Organic chemistry is only about the carbon compound, and inorganic chemistry is nothing but is the study of other elements, means other than carbon atom, is called as inorganic chemistry. For example, whichever you are know in the 10th, basically from the chemical kinetics or chemical reaction and equations, whichever you are studied in combination, decomposition, displacement, these all the elements are about inorganic chemistry. And last one is physical chemistry. Physical chemistry is nothing but it is the study of structure of inner matter. Matter is nothing but which occupies space and have mass is called as matter. Any of the example, if you take this one, this is the plastic and how it is strength, which is the elements present in this one. If we take the water, if we take some of the liquid, the liquid compound seems to be same, but they are having the different properties only because the structure present in that matter is matters. That is why if the matter is seems to be the same, but they are having different properties only because the structure inside that matter is important. That is will be given by the physical chemistry. So physical chemistry is going to explain about the inner structure of any of the compound. Therefore, here for example we can say diamond and graphite are the physical compound, means they are in the solid state. Diamond is also stronger in visible, they are having strength, and graphite is also no doubt it is also stronger. It is possible to convert a diamond into graphite. But whereas diamond is being a strong, it do not conduct electricity, whereas graphite conduct electricity. These two are allotropic form of carbon. No doubt carbon is a non-metal, but carbon compounds of allotrope. This is diamond and graphite. Graphite is a stronger in the compound, whereas graphite being a carbon atom, but it conducts electricity. Why these are having this much of difference? Only because the compounds which contain in the diamond and graphite, these are making the different properties. This is all studied in the physical chemistry. So by overall look, organic chemistry is nothing but study of carbon, inorganic chemistry is nothing but ionic compounds, physical chemistry is nothing but it is study about the inner structure or physical properties of the matter. So by this view, you are very much familiar about the chemistry. So soon after listening about the chemistry, something will be running in your mind. That is nothing but reactions and products. So chemistry is nothing but we are observing. It will run in our mind. Something is reacting and we are getting something product. So reaction and production are nothing but it doesn't mean that we need more number of reactant and more number of product. The reaction to take any of the reaction, I mean it should be a reactant actually. The reactant it may be a one or two, but we may get the product single or more than one. So it means that reaction and product are does not need a particular number of reactant and does not need a particular number of product. So it means that reactants are going to be react with each other and they are going to form a new compound that is called as product. So here you are in the high school level, particularly in the last year SSLC, you are studied about the reaction types. You know that there are 4 types of the chemical reaction. Those chemical reactions are nothing but combination reaction, decomposition reaction, displacement reaction and double displacement reaction. No doubt the Kannada medium student may having the some slightly different headings and even for the Urdu medium, but headings are different, but you can see that the equations or the examples are almost same. So here 2Mg plus O2 it gives 2MgO. Here Mg and O2 these are at the left side of this arrow mark. Therefore the elements or the compound which are present in the left side we are calling this as reactant, and the compounds or the elements which are present in the right side of this arrow mark it is called as product. Here reactant are magnesium and oxygen and the product is magnesium oxide. It is 2 reactant are there. Here it is only one product is there. Mg is 2, oxygen O2 it is single, MgO it is 2. So here 2 reactants are combining to form a single product. Which kind of reaction it is? Among these 4, here reactant are 2 and the product is single. If the 2 or more reactants are combining to form a single product, this reaction is called as combination reaction. You are slightly, I hope you are not still forgotten the last year syllabus. If you are not forgotten means it is fine. If you are forgotten means go through once again, because today I am not dealing about this reaction types, but in the next class I am going to tell you or discuss about this all reaction. So if you are having the textbooks and once again go through the combination, decomposition, displacement and double displacement with example, you should be capable to explain that one. And moreover the important is while writing the reaction magnesium oxide, how it is formed means it is based on the charges. Here in the periodic table the first group carrying +1 charge, it means that it is going to donate 1 electron, therefore the charge is +1. And in the second group it is going to donate the 2 electron, therefore the charge is +2. Plus indicates that loss of electron. If it loses 1 means +1, if it is loses 3 means +3. Similarly negative charge indicates that they are receiving the electron. Here -3 is nothing but the element is going to receive 3 electron. Here can you see Mg, it comes in the second group Mg. The Mg carry +2 charge. Here it is +2. Oxygen carry in the 16th group. The oxygen carries -2. The Mg charge is +2. Oxygen charge is -2. They are having similar charge +2 and -2. Therefore they are cancelling each other. The formula is MgO. If they are having different means the Mg think that it is 1, oxygen is 2, then 1 comes below the oxygen and 2 comes below the magnesium. But they are having similar. Plus and minus is different, but numerical value is same, +2 and -2. Therefore they are getting the MgO. So in the next class I am going to discuss about the formation of compound, how they are forming by the charges of some of the almost metals are carrying plus charge and non-metals are going to carry negative charge. Here in the next session, before the next session, we should be ready about the knowing very much familiar of this charge. Hydrogen carry +1, sodium, potassium and magnesium, barium, this carry +2, and fluorine, chlorine, bromine ions, this carry -2. Whichever it is observing here, you should be very thorough about this one. Without seeing, you can be able to tell the charge of that one. So to that extent, you should by this all the charges of ion. So in the next class, I'm going to explain about the combination, decomposition, displacement and double displacement. So before that, you should go through this one and you can able to write the, or you can able to differentiate what is combination, decomposition, displacement and double displacement. Along this one, you should be thorough about the charges of metal and non-metals. And here we are going to deal you two teachers for the chemistry, and one is myself, I am Ravi Kumar Adagli, and second one is Sudha Madam will engage you. So we both are engaging you for the first PUC, and you have to make a separate notes for me and separate notes for the madam. So in your timetable, the Monday and Tuesday the class is mine for you, and Friday and Saturday madam will engage for you. So this is Tuesday today, and next Monday I am going to engage you. So before that, you make some notes and go on writing the notes whichever give you here. So think that it is not the syllabus, it is only bridge course to make you easy for the further. So next Monday I will explain this one, and next Tuesday, coming Tuesday, I will give you the syllabus, and next onwards we will begin the portion of the first PUC. Okay, until have the nice day.